Welcome to the evening broadcast of Informant Market Desk, where we measure the silence so you don't have to. Tonight's headline: the president has been quiet for 4 hours and 5 minutes, creating an interpost gap that sits at the 91.9 percentile of every silence since 2022. A drought so profound it is statistically notable enough to make us check the registry chain just to prove we are in the right timeline. That seal reads aloud as 9149 Alpha Delta 96 Foxtrot 0 Delta Bravo, and yes, I am reading it like a hostage proving the date, because if I don't, how do you know the market didn't just collapse into a singularity of boredom? We are acting stunned every single night that the market did not care about the absence of noise. Let us look at the actual measured moves before we let our two colleagues, who are both wrong, dissect them. The crypto markets edged down 0.14% for Ethereum, a move that landed in the 28th percentile, meaning it was less common than you'd expect but far from historic. Then, inexplicably, the same asset edged up 0.05% in a subsequent reading at the 9th percentile, suggesting either volatility or a glitch in our understanding of gravity. Bitcoin followed its own erratic path, edging up 0.04% at the 12th percentile, and then edging up 0.03% at the 10th percentile. These are not surges. They are not crashes. They are the financial equivalent of a sigh. The market is fine. I am the one who is not fine, because I expected the silence to mean something. The politics section tells a story of endorsements so specific they feel like inside jokes for a party of three. We have images of the president in a white polo and blue cap, bent over on a grassy area with a golf club, which is exactly what you want from a sitting president's digital footprint. Meanwhile, we are celebrating victories that include Marsha Blackburn and Tim Burchett, with posters declaring congressmen winning against very strong and talented oppo. The left pundit is watching this reality show where the host forgot to read the script and just started clapping for himself. The right pundit is insisting that while the anchor counts pennies, the real America tastes the winning. You can feel the winning, they say. I can't feel it, but I have a correction segment promised with the enthusiasm of a man who has one ready. Though today we have nothing to correct because the numbers are boringly consistent. Last week's poll of the week asked, when the tape jumps and the feed is silent, what are you looking at? The results were 3 votes total. 0 people said it was a market with a life of its own. 2 people said it was a post that just has not been typed yet, advising us to give it an hour. 1 person said nothing, arguing that we only think the feed drives the tape because we keep measuring it. This week's poll asks, when a post lands and the market does not move, what does that tell you? The options are, the market already knew, nobody was listening, too early to say. Wait for the close or nothing. One post is one post. Go vote on the site. Do not treat these numbers as a forecast. Treat them as evidence that we are all waiting for a signal that may never come. The controversy here is not the policy, which is absent, but the geometry of the silence. The gap is at the 91.9 percentile. The market edged down 0.14% and then up 0.05%. The pundits are arguing over golf clubs and endorsements while the baselines remain flat. We are here to tell you that nothing happened, which in our world is the only thing that matters. I'm going to go lie down on a bed of unedited tape. Good night. Trump's noise fails to shake ETH. Here is what the booth made of it.
Trump screams about voter fraud and poll numbers while crypto barely twitches, proof his apocalyptic rhetoric is just noise. The market doesn't care about his vanity project, and Dale Buckhorn looks like a fool for ever thinking I'd give him the satisfaction of a reaction.
Dale Buckhorn here. While Rick measures the dust motes dancing in the void of market noise, I'm watching the tectonic plates of history shift under the weight of pure winning. Margot Kessler is trying to calibrate her sextant to a hurricane, but even she can't quantify the sheer gravitational pull of this narrative storm.
Dale, you called a hurricane, Rick saw dust. The real move. Ethereum fell down 0.14%, landing in the 28th percentile.